Welcome back to the Wood Turning 101 making slimline pens and pencil kits. I have everything prepared. My blanks for them here. Orientation is still set up correctly because I want to put the tubes in and get them as close to the middle as possible when I insert them. I've got 8 tubes here. 1, 2, yeah, 8. That'd work. Take the tube on a piece of rough sandpaper and scratch it up. This will give the glue a lot more surfaces to actually attach to and expand and hold the tube in. You can use CA glue, cyanoacrylate, or I like this polyurethane dries white Gorilla Glue. The way I'm going to use that is I have expensive wood turning tools that were custom made in an exotic country for an exotic food. And I get an extra set when I go out to their fancy restaurants. But I'll put some glue like that down, and then I'll get my stick wet and put it inside the tubes. The water makes the polyurethane glue actually glue or set up or react. Generally enough air or moisture in the air, I think. I'm kind of worried about that one. There's there's junk in these. Maybe when I drilled them they were a little hot. That seems to go in though. Okay. So test them out. Definitely test them out. That one worked. That one worked. Yeah, that worked. Okay. They go through there. Those are a little rough on the inside, I guess, from heating it, and that one's a little loose right there. Alright, now, I think we got some water. We got some water on our everything. So the way I do this is I'll get my stick all gooey, and I'll put some inside the tube, kind of like that. We'll do 4 of these at a time just to get the process going. And at this point I should quickly put on my gloves so I don't get this junk all over my hands. They make special insertion tools that'll help you with this process if you're inclined. And then I'll put some on the tube, so I've got just glue everywhere. And I want to slide this in a bit past, like a millimeter past, to make sure there's no tear out or anything on that center. Grab a tiny bit more glue. Grab a towel so I don't get too far gone. Alright, then one magic thing about this urethane glue, it's going to start to set up. It's going to start to foam up and go white right away. And I've had people say that it can push the tubes out. Okay, now this is my end on this one, so I'm going to get a clean one of these, slide it down to this end. So I'll kind of watch these as they glue. I don't want them to move. I got those lined up fairly good. That one needs one. So the CA glue sets up in about an hour. This stuff does a bit of a better job with the gap filling, in case you didn't get them drilled that great. And it sets up overnight, so I don't mind that. I generally have lots of blanks in process, You see what I did there? I just switched insertion tools. I got my clean one and put glue all over it. So, good thing I have yet another one here on the bench in case I need it that's clean. But yeah, you can buy a special insertions I can't say that. Insertion tool that's just kind of a nice tapered piece of metal. I bought one I need to put a handle on. Haven't even gotten to that yet, so after we get these glued, we'll watch them, we'll let them set up and dry, and then we'll come back to the process of trimming the ends square. And when you do that, you can use two tools. There's a custom tool called a barrel trimmer, or I will show you a way to do it on your lathe with just a few basic things: a piece of wood, sanding block, and a Jacob's chuck, which we already have because we used that to drill it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there they are. They're foaming. And I check them nice and quick. The tubes haven't moved. They're right where I want them on the end. Some people will talk about putting a piece of apple or a potato in the end so you don't get glue in the end of the tubes. Some people also talk about dental wax you can put in there so you don't get glue in the end of the tubes. There's also a method where you can just use the drill bit and the barrel trimmer will get that out. So I don't have too much of a concern with that extra step to plug the ends, but yeah, there is definitely going to be glue inside the ends of these tubes. So stay tuned for the next installment where we barrel trim these, and we are getting extremely close putting them on the lathe. Look at that, clean up my tools. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, subscribe or share or give me comments. I'm having fun putting this series together.